Hey, what is up guys? Nick 2025 here, back with another Epic Gamer video after a long time of not actually making a video but rather streaming and not really doing much with my channel. Honestly, I haven't been uploading because I didn't know what I wanted to do. Because back then content was a little easier for me because games were easier. And I know I could just say I suck, but I just didn't know how to do the things. And honestly, when I was editing, it just kind of felt bland. And I know that some people are okay with that, but personally, I just wasn't seeing the vision as most people usually do. But we're here today after a while because I figured out what I wanted to do. I think I'm gonna start doing maybe short and long videos of zombies content, whether that be from news, loadouts, or just tips on how to play the game. I think that is what I want to do for a while. And I will do other games maybe here and there and figure out what I want to do, maybe some commentary on certain news topics, maybe about movies or games. And I know I said that I wanted to do that a while ago, but I just never really got off on the right foot. So I think this is what I want to do, and this is something that I've been thinking about for quite a while because I've been grinding this game nonstop, and I've honestly had a lot of fun. It's the most fun I've had since pretty much Cold War, and I know that's only 2 games ago, or I guess 3 games at this point. But at that time, I was going to make more content. I just never did, and I just wish I did more content with those games like Black Ops 4 Zombies and Cold War Zombies because I was having a lot of fun on those games, and I definitely could have made some content like my first playthrough of a Zombies map or my reactions to trailers and stuff. And I'm still currently working on a PlayStation right now. I am on a PS5, but that's besides the point. I will figure out what I need to do in order to make the content just a little bit better for everyone. But, thank you for sticking around if you have. I'm honestly very happy with where I'm at, but, some things are more like harder to do than others. So for now, I guess just thank you. And without further ado, I guess let's just get right into the video. Back to my cheery old self. So today we are going to be pretty much diving down into the best weapon in Modern Warfare Zombies right now. And I know what you're thinking, wouldn't that just be a wonder weapon? And true, the ray gun and the Wonder Waff, and hey, even the Scorcher, if you found it, is really good. But sometimes, it's really hard to find the wonder weapon, whether that be the schematic. You don't want to grind for it for Act 3 for the Wonder Waff, or you don't want to grind it in the ray gun because the tier 3 zones just absolutely suck and your friends are too scared to go in there. But I will tell you now that this gun can get you through the tier 3 zone solo. That's right, you heard me. You can go into the tier 3 zone solo with, well, little to no problems, because this crossbow is honestly the best thing that you'll have in zombies right now. And that could go for XP, that could go for your challenges on the 3 different acts, or you just, you're camo grinding and you just want to get this done. I don't really have a build necessarily. I mean, I do, but it's not really for this video. I'm just here showcasing how good this weapon is and how easy it is to go through the tier 3 zone if you're wanting XP or you just want to grind out and try to get as many recipes and schematics as possible, because this gun has honestly helped me through so much, and I'm happy that it's not nerfed. So Treyarch or Sledgehammer, if you're listening, please do not nerf the crossbow. I will do anything to keep it like this. So pretty much right here, this is the build. This is the crossbow build that we're working with. It's nothing too fancy. It's nothing too special. We have the FT Dart C8, CB. I almost said C8. Whoa. Stock, and it gives you aim walking speed, sprint speed, but it takes away the aiming idle sway. And I don't really have I'm not really good with the whole numbers or calculating what this does, But honestly, this has worked out great for me. But I will say the one thing that you will need for the future of your games, because you can make your own class, play with what you want, maybe add an optic or not. Um, the things you will need is the Bright Blaze, tw- you know, the Bright Blaze bolts. Okay, because this thing has thermite tips, and this is the best thing that you are going to use in zombies right now. And there is, I think these are explosive, yep, explosive tips, and then these are tear gas tips. But you really need and want the thermite tips because these are really good in the high threat zones. I had a blue crossbow that was only pack a punch tier 1, and I was able to one shot normal, like just tier 3 zombies that are fully armored with one arrow, because when you shoot it, it does a lot of damage on its own because it's an arrow. For some reason, the weirder weapons do more damage than the normal bullet weapons, even when you add ammunition to it. But these will do a lot of damage, and then they will start burning with thermite. It's like throwing a thermite on a zombie, except you have a lot of these, and these are always reliable. So pretty much you can just one-shot zombies with a tier 1 pack-a-punch weapon at blue rarity. Now for bosses, because that's where the money is, you're gonna probably want to do big contracts and stuff like that, or the raid weapon stashes. There's gonna be maybe some manglers and some mimics, or heck, even the Mega Abomination, which is probably, it's obviously the hardest one to kill. But with this will pretty much guarantee a free kill and free loot for those tier 3 zones. If you're struggling or you don't have friends to go with you through it, this will help you 100% get through those zones. So make sure you have this. You can play around with your own classes and stuff. I don't have any recommendations, but I do recommend this because if you don't have it, you are pretty much screwed. So we're going to be showcasing some gameplay of, how good this weapon is and how easy it is to do it solo. You don't need to go with friends, you could just do it solo. So, yeah, this is the build if you want to copy it from mine. If not, you could just play around with your own stuff. But without further ado, let's just get into the game and show you, because I need to stop talking about how good these Bright Blaze bolts are. Okay, so we are in our game of zombies. Here we are. Now, when you are playing with whatever build you have with your crossbow, I do recommend some things first. If you don't have these, it's fine. Just do a couple objectives and then pack a punch. But for my recommendation, if you have a bunch of blueprints or just rewards from doing your challenges and stuff, I would recommend using 3 perks, a pack-a-punch crystal. Doesn't matter which tier. If you have an extra one that you can just waste, then I would use the tier 2, or if you have a tier 3 one stored, then I would use that too. Then I would use a rare ether tool, because this I will show how just these 2 alone will get you into the tier 3 zone. But I do recommend Juggernog with it, and I also recommend PhD and Speed Cola. Speed Cola you don't really need when you do pack-a-punch your gun, because it reloads faster for you when you do pack-a-punch your weapon. But I do say bring it if you don't, have a pack-a-punch weapon and you're just doing the early stages of your challenges to get a pack-a-punch tier 1 weapon. So I would recommend using Speed Cola and PhD, because guess what? Not only does it, take away the fall damage when you dive and explosive damage, it also takes away fire damage too. And it's kind of crazy. And this also helps for hellhounds too. If you shoot a hellhound and you're tired of it, just exploding in your face, and you don't like how it damages you a lot, this will take away all that. It is really nice, and honestly, it's really fun. So I will show you what a normal crossbow does at tier 1 with nothing except just a class, no pack-a-punch, no rarity upgrade, no special anything. I will just kill a few zombies and show you how good it does in the tier 1 zone. So as you can see, I'm going to just shoot a zombie, and it burns really quick. That's it. Just one shot, and they're dead. Because obviously the tier 1 zone is the easiest zone. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the tier 3 zone. And maybe even the tier 2 zone if you're still just sitting on the outer edge in each of your games. So for demonstration, I'm going to shoot at my feet and show you that the thermite does hurt when you shoot it at the ground. But when you use PhD, it's going to get rid of that completely. All gone. Watch. See? I am not burning from my thermite tip anymore. It's honestly really nice. And I recommend Juggernog because obviously if you're in a rush straight into the tier 3 zone, I do recommend Juggernog because, you know, without it you could absolutely get slammed. From experience, I know. So I'm just going to put on Speed Cola, I'm going to Pack Punch my weapon and upgrade it to Blue Rarity. So now we have a Pack Punch tier, you know, tier 1 weapon with a Blue Rarity crossbow. And we're just going to rush straight through. Now, like I said, you can just, you know, do some objectives and then pack a punch if you don't have an extra crystal, and you can also do some challenges to get some rare ether tools, or better yet, even green ones. I haven't tried using green ones in the tier 3 zone. I've only used blue. But, you know, I'm sure green works just fine. It might take 2 shots if you are using a green weapon, so I will tell you that. And if you don't actually have an ether tool, I would not recommend going into that zone unless you really feel confident and you really want to try it out for yourself. So we're just gonna ignore these zombies because they're gonna be annoying, and we're just gonna rush straight into the tier 3 zone because that's what it's all about. I'm not even gonna do an objective. But the ones I do recommend are the big bounty contracts, the spore contracts, and the escorts. And also, if you really want XP, I would say do the Outlast contracts, because ever since they took out the, you know, they nerfed the Xville, so you don't get as many zombies that spawn. That does spawn a lot of zombies and gives you a bunch of XP that just constantly spawn. Just, you know, make sure if you're at a high percentage on outlasting and surviving that you go out of the building or the area, because it will finish the contract. And if you're just sitting there for XP and zombie kills, then you get what I'm saying. So here's the tier 2 zone, and we are in, you know, we're here, and I will show you what a, you know, this does to a tier 2 zombie if I can find one. Okay, so as you can see right here, there's a tier 2 zombie. No armor, no nothing, but we're going to shoot him. And it burns, just like that. It's still one shot. It's a one shot. And it always one shots dogs, by the way, so, you know, don't have to worry. That is an armored zombie. Look, it's killed. Just like that. It takes one shot for a tier 2 zombie. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's the pack-a-punch weapon. Of course it's gonna one-shot the zombie. Nah, not like this. Because the thermite tip really helps. But no matter what, you will always one-shot the zombies with at least a guaranteed pack-a-punch 1 weapon. And I would say a rare ether tool to make it rare. So, yeah, I'm just gonna tell you that now. We're almost at the tier 3 zone. So, let's find out how this goes. Hopefully this won't be a problem for me, because I have to record this gameplay as well as survive, so hopefully I don't get too, you know, flustered in here. And obviously, if you don't feel confident enough in bringing in a tier 1 weapon into the tier 3 zone, you can pack a punch over there. You know, it's all around the map. You can pack a punch and get a tier 2 weapon and then go in if you want to. Especially if you don't have a rear ether tool, you can just probably use a green one and then pack a punch tier 2. But obviously that's a lot of work, and I'm here to show you how good this is even without, you know, that. Ooh, a precision airstrike, which, look at that. Okay, well, we're just going to run in. That's it, we're just going to run in. We're going to go on this bridge. This should be a tier 3 zombie. Okay, so this is a tier 3 zombie, and we're just going to train around it so I can show you. Here's what it does to a normal zombie. It's almost dead. So, okay, so it does take 2 shots. But with the armored zombies, it would usually take 1 shot? Huh. I guess it does take 2 shots. But my point still stands, as you can see, that, you know, this is really good, and if you spam it, they're pretty much easily dead. So this is your best option, using the crossbow. As you can see, oh, I guess it did one-shot the zombie there. Interesting. Okay. I guess okay then, maybe I was right. All right, I was like, man, this video is going to be short-lived if I wasn't right. But as you can see, the highest tier zombies at the highest armor will die in pretty much 1 shot. Look, just like that. It's because the burn, you know, it burns through, and it's like having the equivalent of Napalm Burst or Shatter Blast as your ammo mod. It's the equivalent of having that for armored zombies. Wow, look at that. But as you can see, I'm having no problems and no issues with any of these. Now, I'm guessing you probably want to see me do a contract, so we can do a contract, I guess, because that is really what you're here for. You're here to see how good this does in the Tier 3 zone, not just against zombies, but against bigger enemies. So we can probably go find a Mangler or a Disciple, for example, because I know people struggle with killing Disciples, including myself. Especially those big bounty ones, because for some reason, despite you having Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch and at least a green weapon, it just doesn't do damage. But with this thing, it does incredible damage. And as you can see, I am getting cornered right here, but look, I am perfectly fine because the thermite tips they kill them super easily. I can just sit in this corner this whole time, and I will not take any damage, only because I have this crossbow. I know, I'm trying to really milk out the whole, oh, you really need this crossbow, but it's because it's really good. Look, that zombie didn't even hit me. He was just burning. That was it. So we will do a contract. We will do the raid, the weapon stash contract. So we will do this, and I will show you how easy it is to just get through this. Because I think usually a Mangler or Disciple spawns during this. So you can see, and I will say, it is really, really good against Manglers and Mimics. Now, with Mimics, it's a bit of a different situation because obviously Brain Rot is probably one of the best ways to kill the Mimic, especially the big bounty ones if you're just using a normal weapon. It does kill him pretty quickly, even with the thermite tips alone. So I will say that it is really easy to survive those big bounty contracts in here because you have this crossbow. I can't even attach the drill, but as you can see, I'm perfectly fine. I haven't even started the drill, and there's just a bunch of zombies coming in. So if you're really wanting to grind out, XP for maybe Season 1, because I know that's coming up, then this is the best way to do it, most likely, is just sitting in the Tier 3 zone with this crossbow. Hopefully they don't nerf it, because if they do, then that would suck for me and for you, because this is the best weapon in zombies at this moment. So if I can get a chance to breathe, oh my god. Let's just throw down a grenade and then, yeah. Okay, so we're good here. So now we are going to start the contract. And there's going to be a lot more zombies coming in because obviously this is the contract. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be just fine. We could sit in this corner right here this whole time. And you know what? That is exactly what we'll do. I will sit in this corner the whole time and just spam my crossbow. And it doesn't have that much ammo if you're just spamming through them. But usually the zombies drop quite a bit of ammo. As you can see, look, I'm not even getting hit. And the fire doesn't even affect me because I have PhD. So like I said, I would recommend PhD and Juggernog at most. Because without it, you probably will get hit a bunch and you also burn. And a combination of that is probably not a good thing in the Tier 3 zone. But we're just going to sit here and we're just going to do this objective. And then that's it. That's all we really need to do. This is the strat. If you want XP, if you want high tier rewards, then this is the way to go, because it's just that easy to survive. I've only been slapped once, but look, they can't get to me at all. If you just sit in this corner, this could be your XP strat right here. And this could be for any of the contracts in the Tier 3 zone. And now, I know you probably want to see me do a big bounty contract, so we will do that, and I think that should wrap up our video, because I know that people are really eager to see how that works. Like, against, let's say a Mega Abomination, or a Disciple, for example. Trust me, it's really easy to get through these. And I know that if you're a bad zombies player, even if you are a bad zombies player, right? I guarantee that this will make it 10 times easier for you no matter what. You could be the biggest noob and most likely still survive if you have this crossbow. There is a Mangler shooting at me, so I will show you how good it does to this normal Mangler. Shot 2 arrows at it. Okay, that is, okay, wait a minute. These zombies really don't want me doing my videos. I'm pretty sure I already killed the Mangler, too. Yeah, well, I killed the Mangler, but as you can see, I survived that pretty well, and you can too, if you have this crossbow, because look at this. I'm just sitting here. I haven't even collected my rewards. There's just a bunch of zombies, so this is a really good XP farm. As you can see, I just got a bunch of stuff, so honestly, I'm gonna steal all this. Oh my god. See, look, I'm just trying to relax, and we got zombies shooting at me. We get this. Look at this Mangler. Look, he doesn't even stand a chance. Look at him. He's dead just like that, because this weapon is that good. And here, I'll upgrade it to purple just for the big bounty contract, because I'm most likely gonna need it. But as you can see, this is the best guaranteed weapon in my personal opinion, and probably a lot of people's too. These are probably the best options for you in terms of, wanting to survive the tier 3 zone. I am running through this like I'm in the tier 1 zone. I'm just carefree, running around. If I see a zombie, I shoot it with an arrow, and I'm good. Look, that's it. That's really all it takes, guys. It's really easy to just get through this. And I know that people are probably going to be upset that, like, like, this feels like cheating, I feel like, but it's really not. Trust me. I know people probably won't make a big deal out of that, but it's just, you get the idea. For the people at home watching with, probably the weirdest timing in the world, I'm telling you that this will be, oh, hey, would you look at that? How about before I do the big contract, I will kill the Mega Abomination just to show you, okay, just to show you that this will be good against normal enemies too. You could be in a trap situation and, you have to fight the Mega Abomination because it'll probably follow you. But with this crossbow, alright, just hear me. Oh! Okay, well, as you can see, I am soloing the Mega Abomination right now. All I'm doing is spamming my arrows. That's all I'm doing. Look, he just ran past me. I'm just going to run around him in circles. But look, he's already half HP, and I haven't even used all my ammo. And he's going to spawn more zombies, but as you can see, look at this. He's dead. He's dead. That's it. Just like that. He's dead. It's really easy. I'm telling you, this is the easiest thing in the world. And I just got dead shot twice. Okay, I don't really need it, but, for my next game, as you can see, this gives you a crap ton of loot. It gives you so much loot. It really helps you out. I already have 10,000 points, and I haven't even done a single contract besides the one I already got, because this does give you a lot of money. So we're gonna do the big bounty contract, and I think we'll just expo. But you can see, you can see what I'm trying to get the point across. This is the best weapon that you'll ever need in zombies until they probably nerf it, but let's hope that doesn't happen, Let's just hope that they don't nerf it. So we're gonna find this contract wherever it's at. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yep. So eliminate the bounty. So this is either going to be a Mega Abomination or a Disciple. Hopefully it's a Disciple. Okay, it is a Disciple. So we are going to go to the Disciple. He's all the way over there. And I'm going to tell you this right now. People hate the Disciples with big bounties because for some reason they just have way too much HP. But I'm telling you guys, this is really easy. Look, I'm going to shoot a normal Disciple a couple times and he's dead. It took 3 arrows. It quite literally took 3 arrows. Oh, I'm almost out of ammo myself. Oh, got more ammo. Would you look at that? Lucky me. But as you can see, it's really easy to survive in this zone. I know you're probably scared, and I know you probably want to go with some friends. But have them all use a crossbow, and I guarantee that you will not die. And if you do, just use, healing aura. That's it. Or just get some self-reses from all the challengers in the tier 1 or 2 zone. Whatever you prefer. I'm not saying you really should rush in here, but if you have this crossbow, it is the easiest thing for you in zombies right now to just rush with this crossbow. It's like having a meta loadout in Warzone or in multiplayer. This is the equivalent. This crossbow will get you through everything you'll ever need in zombies. So if you're trying to grind out these high tier zones and, get a ray gun, for example, this is the best way to do it. This is the best way to go. And it does work really well on mercenaries too. So if you really want to do those contracts or whatever with mercenaries and you have to do it for your axe challenges, then I would recommend using this crossbow as well because it's also really good against mercenaries. It should one-shot them every single time no matter what. Did I just get a Juggernaut? Oh, would you look at that? I would be using that for my next game. What is that? Oh, double points. Alright. So, I'm kind of stalling here in doing everything in my power to ignore this, but there's just a bunch of zombies. But as you can see, I'm surviving. Oh, hey, buddy. Look, I'm just going to shoot him a few times. I have 1 bullet left. I really need some ammo. You know what? We're just going to... Ow. 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 Oh, we got some ammo. We're good. We're good. But as you can see, I'm perfectly fine. I haven't died yet. Now, I'm probably going to eat my words in a minute, but as you can see, look, it's half HP. half HP. I'm just spamming my arrows. Just spam your arrows. Look, it's dead. Just like that. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. I'm telling you. Oh, and look, I just got elemental pop as a recipe. Would you look at that? I swear, this is like working out really well in my favor as a video. But as you could see, all you have to do is just grind these high tier zones with this crossbow, and I guarantee you will be fine for the rest of your games, and it'll be much easier for you. And as you could see, as you saw at the beginning of the game, I did have gold, and I didn't do that purposely. I just got gold by playing the game over and over again because it was so fun using this crossbow to the point where the high tier, the high tier zone felt like the tier 1 zone to me because it's really not that difficult, trust me. So we are gonna exfil out of here, but so I can end the video, of course. But I'm telling you, this is the way to go. This is the strat. All right. I guess I will see you back in the lobby because I think should wrap up my video, and I'm gonna exfil. So I will see you back in the lobby. Peace. Alright guys, so we're back in the lobby, but as you can see, I only had a tier 1 pack-a-punch weapon at a blue rarity, and then I did get a purple rarity thing, but as you could see, that is all you need, just a pack 1 blue crossbow. That was all you will need. I did 2 contracts and killed so many zombies, and you all saw it, and that is the gear I got from it. Look, I got 2 Deadshot cans, which obviously one I used in the game. I got an extra Speed Cola can, and I had 3 Ether Tools that I just got because I got 2 from the contract, and then, I got 1 from killing the Mega Abomination. But as you can see, it's literally just that easy. So if you're scared to go into the tier 3 zone, I recommend this crossbow. You can use my build if you want, like I said at the beginning of the video, or you can play around with your own things, but always make sure you have that thermite tip, because if you don't, then you'll probably end up like a zombie, dead. But as you can see, I just got a bunch of loot from that, and I was able to even get the recipe for, where is it? Oh, I was able to get the recipe for elemental pop, and that is crazy to me because the fact that you can just run in with only a crossbow is crazy, because you wouldn't expect the crossbow to be the best weapon in the game, but it really is. So I'm glad I was able to get all that loot, because myself personally, I was not expecting to get all this loot, because usually I don't. Usually I get bad loot. I mean, I got a medium rucksack from doing a bounty contract, but see, this right here is exactly what I'm talking about, though. You can get the highest tier loot and the best loot possible with just a tier 1 crossbow, and at blue rarity at best. Purple or legendary, if you have those tools, then I would recommend using those. But you really only need a pack 1 crossbow. That's really it. That's all you need, guys. And I get PhD, because PhD will be your best friend in that zone, as you don't take any fire damage. So I'm really glad I got to showcase this off, and I'm really hoping that I will see you guys in the tier 3 zones with me with a crossbow, because I haven't seen anyone really go into the tier 3 zones. But if I see someone using a crossbow from either my video or one of the other zombies YouTubers, then I will be very happy, because trust me, guys, it really is that easy, and it really is that simple. Don't oversimplify it. It really is that simple. Use a crossbow, explosive tips, pack your weapon. Or did I say explosive tips? Huh. Thermite tips. Sorry. But use thermite tips, pack or punch your weapon to tier 1, and also maybe get a green or blue upgrade. Because that is really all you need. And you should get PhD, because, I guess that, yeah, you'll just need it, you know what I'm saying? You will need a PhD flopper. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm really excited for the future, and I really want to do more videos like this. I will probably come out with tips and tricks. If there's leaks or rumors for zombies, I'll make sure to cover it for you guys, because I'm excited for the future of zombies, and I'm excited to be back on the road and back on the grind for YouTube. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.